Thank you, everybody. We had our first round table on January 15th, and boy, it was fun. So can you raise your hand if you were here on the 15th? It was awesome. We had 21 people, and for how many years did you have the house, Aunt Madge? I never knew that Rafa had nails on the 3rd floor to dry out the nets. Like, I grew up in that house, and I never knew. We learned so many stories that day. And as Tom McCann said, it was lightning in a bottle. I said, we got to do it again. So we're doing it again today to share a round table and to share the stories and memories that some of you have.
Thank you very much for all coming. You're very welcome. As you know from the flyer, we're here to record in this particular instance because we are so fortunate to have with us the Cape May Technical School. And this is the community arts group that puts on their own shows, like a weekly or bi-weekly telecast of events that are happening in Cape May County. They're very gracious to come here, and we're trying to capture those stories from those of you who haven't been able to tell your stories yet or are gun shy. It's just us girls here now today, so we can all feel comfortable just letting loose.
That time, when the first flooding came, we were down at the low end of the island, and we had 3.5 feet of water inside our house, and we lost everything except for what was in the attic, which was childhood photographs and my father's Marine Corps photographs and things like that. But we lost everything as far as all our clothing. All we had was on our backs.
The March 1962 storm, you have to remember a couple things, and what you need to remember totally is it was not a hurricane. It was a big northeast. And it was a 3-dayer plus, and after the 3 days it went away, just like most northeasters do. But it totally wiped out the community, the town. It really, really did some serious damage. And we were younger, so our parents really did the brunt of it. And it took a lot of courage on their part.
The first morning when we woke up, I'm one of 7. My older brother was at Notre Dame. My sister was at Catholic U. I was a freshman at Wildwood Catholic, getting ready to get dressed and go to school, catch the bus. The telephone rings. Odd, 7 o'clock in the morning. My dad answers the phone, and he later tells me it was Teddy Vinci calling Dad to see if, everybody called my dad Bud. Bud, do you think the buses will run today? And my dad's about as taciturn as you can get, very hard to excite, said, Dearie, the buses always run. And with that, he said, why wouldn't they? And Teddy said, well, there's a lot of flooding in town. And Bud said, we've had the flooding before. The buses run, don't worry. At this point in time, he had not bothered to look out the window. He hangs up, walks over to the back kitchen window, turns around, calls up Teddy, Dearie, the buses will not run today.